Buy
This
canned
is
wine.
not, though.
Redbeard just bought canned wine.
I think it's fair to say at this point that New Ontario is a worse brewery than Highlander, making it the worst brewery in Ontario.
Why would you have put Highlander so low before that? Like, what's wrong with Highlander? They're not adventurous.
Okay.
Beer.
Well, I mean, Grand River is one step above them, so I don't know if that says anything.
Grand River's a step above something.
Above Highlander.
Like New Ontario's okay. Like they're weird.
No, I wouldn't insult Highlander that much to call Grand River, better than them.
Hey, Dwayne from Highlander called me yesterday, and I'm probably going to be working more festivals for them this year. So you burn.
I expect a lot of 10 out of 10 reviews.
No, I've already had all their beers, so that's what happened.
And you expect 0 out of 0 reviews from me. That'll never happen. I don't drink that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
actually, usually when I work festivals for them, I'm the only guy working, so I can't do any reviews anyway. So sorry, Nick.
Anyways, Chris Peters killed those women.
Exactly. Welcome to the late night Boozebags hangout.
We're live.
We're live. Yeah, we've been live. I was trying to get
offline
about the bum wine you're drinking.
I want to see Nick butt chug. We're live on camera.
Butt chugging
Do it, Nick.
live. I'm drinking Trailway. Obviously, I'm drinking Trailway's Good Weather New England style IPA made with Vic's Secret hops and canned 2 days ago, April 17th.
I was here when he initially opened it and smelled it, and his penis got so hard.
So hard, Daddy.
Wow, that just got really weird.
Anyway, what are you drinking, Greg? Anything interesting?
I'm not drinking anything. Let's see what's in the fridge, guys.
Is it got a freshness seal?
It better have a freshness seal or it's garbage.
Are you gonna pop a steam whistle's virginity and open up this?
You're not showing us what's in the fridge.
Greg, you got to show us what's in the fridge. In your magic
well, the
fridge.
lighting's not good. Lighting's not great here, so
you're being a Greg.
Well, I got a bunch of. Hold on. You guys continue. I'll get a light.
All right. What are you drinking, Lee?
Why does your fridge have no light?
Because it's a mini fridge.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry.
What are you drinking, Lee?
Nick likes to butt chug, but it's only scope. That way's farts are minty.
Fuck, minty fresh farts.
Yeah, but hopefully the non-alcoholic stuff, because that would burn, man. Oh.
No, he does the butt chugging for the alcohol.
Yeah, but the burn. Oh.
He's used to the burn. He eats taquitos. He's used to burn. Like that's a ring of fire perpetually, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't
ring
eaten
of fire
since the incident 5 years ago.
Yeah, bullshit.
But unfortunately, the butt chugging, it goes against the grains. If the ketos goes one direction, the chugging goes the other direction. It's got.
Then you just see which one wins.
Oh, Greg, do you have their new one, their disco-y one they made?
Yeah, yep, there.
Oh,
it
you
is
do?
right
Nice.
Yeah, I got Moxie's, a Dragon's Milk, but that's for Game of Thrones. I got a South Etobicoke. Got a couple Robo Hops. Basically, it's an all GLB fridge for the most part, other than a few random other shit I have.
If I lived where you were, mine would probably be pretty much the same, man. Great Lakes makes a lot of good
Got a couple Octopuses, which I got for free. I got these guys, which I'm going to throw in the cellar till next year.
Your mini fridge has got a side thing that holds the 500 ml cans, or are those just 355s?
Those are
these are 355s.
It's guys at the Skokas, that's all.
It's the exact same mini fridge as mine, except mine still has the bottom drawer in it.
Yeah, I took mine out.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did mine even? I don't even know if mine ever had a bottom drawer.
Oh, aside from that, like the fridge, like mine has the same can holder and everything else. It's funny.
So I don't know, no bottles and no juicy ass, but you guys can pick what I drink.
What's the South Etobicoke brewery?
I want that. I want the electric boogaloo thing.
Electric boogaloo. That was a collab. It's a New England Pale Ale. I've had it a few times. Quite good.
All right.
I'll go with the electric boogaloo since it's the new and exciting one. I think I've had it before, though. I don't know if they've actually changed anything about it this year.
You might know because you live so close. Do you know if they have any plans for like an online shop at least in the near future?
I actually haven't asked them, but I'm actually surprised they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, me as well. Like it's really like the number of new beers they release and the number of people that want. Like every post that they put out, people are like, "Please online, please online, please online," and they just don't do it.
Well, their big thing, which they seem to be working on now, not exactly like the two are mutually exclusive or anything, but they seem to be working and trying to create their brewery into sort of a hub, like kind of a hangout / I mean, they have a food. Well, it's like a food truck that's permanent there. So like you can get food now. They got a patio. Like they're greatly expanding. That seems to be what their thing is now. So I don't know. Maybe online's in the cards at some point. But
that's actually randomly is kind of similar to New Ontario. They have a food truck there permanently in a nice patio.
Yeah, and you know what? Etobicoke doesn't really have that much like great. Black Oak's trying to do that too, although they're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Big Rock's trying to do that, but Big Rock is in a weird location where they're very difficult to find if you don't know where they are. So I don't know. I think GLB is probably doing a better job for Etobicoke to create a sort of interesting place to hang out. Yeah. Although who knows? Indie Ale House is apparently coming to Etobicoke too, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice. New Ontario is actually moving to a new location. They bought the Honda dealership here in North Bay. They built a new facility and moved into that, and their old facility's been sitting vacant for a couple of years. It's right on the side of the highway as you're coming into North Bay from the south, and New Ontario now owns the whole thing. So they're basically like, I'm going to say at least quadrupling the size of their like square footage.
Is that hazy enough for you?
That looks really good, man. Wow.
Now let's just see. I know in the past, I think they may have changed this because I don't think this was a New England IPA before.
Didn't you say it's a pale ale though? So it's kind of different.
No, it is. No, you're right. It is a pale ale. It's only 5%. Water, malted barley, hops, yeast, mango, pineapple, and love.
Oh, wow! They actually put the mango like that. That sounds really good, man.
Let's find out. I'm often not a big fan of actually adding the adjuncts in, but let's find out if it's any good or not.
Personally, I find like if you do it right, adding a mango to a beer can just be the most amazing thing ever. I love mango.
Yeah, no, this one's actually pretty good.
Like I only had it a couple times. It was only available at the brewery. I bought a few cans of it, and it was Barnstormers, their Flight Delay IPA, but the mango version of that was absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've only ever had like sort of their basic things. I've never really been. I really don't venture to Niagara on the Lake unless I have a reason to. I find all their stuff is overpriced and kind of meh. But it is what it is. But yeah, no, GLB is pretty much hitting it out of the park with all their stuff. I missed their Citradiction, which I believe is now a new recipe compared to their old one. They released that last week, but it sold out pretty quickly. Well, maybe I'll go get it in a growler or something at some point. They still have that. Hold on a sec. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Damn it. I was going to ask what Karma Citra was an IPA that they made a couple of years in a row.
Yeah, I think Karma Citra. I'm pretty sure I've had Karma Citra. Yeah, that's the one that Ashley Sexton sent me and Lee as a mystery beer, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like, pretty.
They have the there's a Lake Effect, and Octopus Wants to Fight used to be a seasonal, but now it's year round. Mm. And then Karma Citra was the other one that was like a seasonal, and it hasn't been around in a while.
I know they discontinued it. Has anybody seen Radio the Mothership from Collective Arts recently in Ontario, or is that gone now?
I've still never had that one. Somebody had it recently though, didn't they?
I did. I bought two cans of it here because it just showed up here like a month ago, and I'm like, it disappeared.
How old was it when we got there?
It was friggin' fresh. It was like 2 weeks old when we got it, or something. I forget. It might have been 2 weeks to a month, and I figured, like, if I hold on to the can for a month, then it'll still be only 2-3 months old when you guys get it back in Ontario, if you guys get it. But I mean, it's going on a month since I bought it. So
personally, it's never shown up here. Like even the Imperial Porter from Collective Arts, I found that randomly at a liquor store in Sturgeon Falls, one of the small towns outside here. Oh. Greg, we were just saying, just when you left, your timing was terrible. Karma Citra. Do you know what happened to Karma Citra? Do you know?
It's still around. They bring it out every once in a while. It's usually a summer. It's usually a summer seasonal.
It used to come out to the LCBO. I haven't seen it in a couple of years now. I think
it did come out last year at the LCBO, though I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, it's definitely something they still release. That's not me. That's
brother starting up a chainsaw there, Lee?
No, some fucking asshole hillbilly outside.
He must be on his way to Etobicoke.
Jamie's here in the chat. Apparently,
Jamie.
my floating head is freaking her out.
It's because you're wearing a black shirt on a black couch, and so you got like all you see is your.
No, I know. I can kind of fix it probably. Turn my brightness a bit.
Mystical floating head.
No, it's more fun this way.
There you go. Okay, how about this now? Turn right down. There. Yeah.
Just keep going. Keep going.
That's all I got, man.
Keep going.
That's all I got. Yeah.
Well,
I can fuck with the contrast and stuff too. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
Jesus.
White.
Back default. The sharpness.
No, you look just
the
too
white
damn
balance. Here. There we go. Now I look hot. Ha ha.
Yeah, you look like you're on fire.
Look like a fucking Cheeto.
Randomly when I used to work at the Moose years ago, that was literally my nickname in the computer system because my boss.
Racist as fuck.
I'm flambe.
Well, speaking of Cheeto, Don Cheeto, I didn't even realize he wasn't in the first Iron Man movie. It was some other random black dude.
Really?
Yeah.
The reason he's not in the second one is he wanted the same amount of money as Robert Downey Jr. for the second movie.
Yeah,
and everyone was like, yeah, you had like 5 lines in the first movie. we'll hire somebody else.
We'll hire somebody who we've actually heard of before.
I think I watched Iron Man 3 last night, which after we rewatch, it's not terrible. I still really don't like the way they did the Mandarin in it. That was like not cool. But it was like there's a big section of it where it's kind of like a buddy film with him, Robert Downey Jr. and Don Cheadle doing their thing, and it was quite good. Like Buddy really missed the boat in not being roadie.
They should replace Don Cheadle with Hannibal Buress. That'd be awesome.
Well, so did what's his name, Edward Norton, who apparently was.
Yeah.
Who apparently Edward Norton, I think, was too big of a dick to be in the Avengers, and not that Edward Norton doesn't have money, but I mean, I'm sure he would add a lot more money.
Natalie Portman as well. She there's a bunch of crazy strict rules that Marvel people have to follow when they're like under contract to be in those movies. And Natalie Portman was supposed to keep going after, I guess it was The Dark World was the last one she was in.
Was she even in The Dark World?
Yeah, well, yeah, she got the fucking the ether, whatever, inside of her and all that crazy shit.
Oh, I saw that movie once and I forgot
after that, and then in Thor Ragnarok, there's a whole like, no, she dumped you, you dumped her kind of. Yeah, they just wrote her out of the thing.
Yeah.
Forever.
I know I'd ether Natalie Portman if I got a chance. Or I mean,
yeah.
No.
Just remember, wear a condom so you don't leave DNA.
The most recent one I just watched, I'm up to Ant-Man now. And there's a guy in Ant-Man, I realized just watching it, and like one of the bad guys, we got the main bad guy, near the end of the movie, like when the big fight kind of thing is happening in the room where he's like showing off the yellow jacket armor, and the guy takes the serum stuff, and he's getting bitten by ants and stuff, runs out of the room, and he hasn't reappeared. He hasn't reappeared in the Marvel universe since then. It's very weird. Like he ran away. I'm pretty sure worked for Hydra. So Hydra potentially has shrinking technology now, possibly.
They're gonna use it on your penis.
There's a fan theory about like how it's gonna end, and like it's like Ant-Man is gonna go into Thanos' ass and expand. And there's a side of
that would be fun.
There's a channel I watch on YouTube called Because Science, and he like breaks down all these stupid things like that, like actually like fully scientifically using like all these crazy formulas and shit that I don't understand. And he did that, and apparently Ant-Man's expanding strength wouldn't be enough to break through the colon of a regular person, let alone Thanos, who's probably got a super strong colon. So actually, Ant-Man needs to go inside with a sword, basically, is what they found out.
You're assuming Thanos poops in the first place. He's an alien. Who knows what he does?
That's true. He might.
Well, I mean, the look of him, he's basically got. He looks like he'd have. Aside from being.
Are you checking out to see if he has a dick? Is that what you're telling me?
Basic that he looks more or less like he's got the form of a person, but just Oh, that's like one of
you were checking out you were checking his package out so closely to see what religion he was, weren't you?
Oh, no, it's one of those things. Like when we finally do encounter aliens, are aliens going to look anything like us?
Crucifix on his cock?
I don't know. I think the guy looks kind of like he might be the type to absolutely destroy a bathroom whenever he takes a dump. So
he's of your species.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. It's a statue. I think it's a statue.
No wonder he's so angry all the time.
Nick, tell the truth. Tell the truth. In your bathroom, do you have an infinity gauntlet that you put on and you snap every time you want your poop to disappear?
Right here. This is the thing you can actually buy.
Imagine that.
Look at this. That is a statue. You can actually buy that.
Great. Imagine if your life was so. Imagine if your life was so mundane that if you had the Affinity Gauntlet and all you did was use it to make your poop go away. You had like no imagination at all. You're just like, man, I got to get rid of this pile of shit that's in my house.
Was that was that movie Envy with Jack Black and Ben Stiller made the poo away stuff? Remember that? No. It was a few years ago now, but it was a pretty funny movie.
Watch Ben
Jack Black invented some kind of like spray that you sprayed on dog poop, and it made it disappear. And Ben Stiller's all jealous of him, and it's funny and haha. But
my favorite Jack Black movie is the Jackal, where Bruce Willis shot his fucking arm off with a gun.
That's Jesus. A great scene. Was it Spall or whatever the fucking the Jackal's a good movie, man. I like that shit. I have the soundtrack. A good soundtrack to it.
I'm pretty sure it did.
It was a remake of an older movie called Day of the Jackal. I believe. I've never seen that one.
I love how Lee and I are about to talk at the same time, and we both stop because we politely don't want to interrupt each other, and then Redbeard just starts talking.
Yeah, it's weird.
I apologize.
I love how Bruce Willis, plays this cold-blooded, humorless homosexual assassin. Like he really had to make a stretch there or something.
Nice. He really was like very, very monotone. Like really, not. I feel like there really wasn't really much effort for him to do that overall. Like even opposing what you might be saying as him being gay and stuff. Like even I could have potentially done that role. Maybe. No, because I could just not act.
Nick, there's nothing wrong with it if he is, okay?
No, I'm not saying it that way.
And honestly, Richard Gere's Irish accent wasn't the best.
No, he was terrible. But he's generally terrible in just about anything he does.
Was that the movie with him and Anthony Hopkins, whatever? Primal something? Anthony Hopkins is like in the mental institution or something, and he's there.
Oh yeah, Anthony Hopkins likes to eat people.
That wasn't Hannibal or one of those, but
it's a big stretch. Anthony Hopkins in a mental institution. There's typecasting.
And he was like he went and lived with the gorillas at the end or some weird shit.
He thought he was a gorilla or some bullshit.
It was but again, I'm just trying to think, and Richard Gere, I can't really. He's done nothing that's really stood out and been memorable in my mind. Come to think of it,
all he's done is become the butt of a joke of an urban legend about him sticking habitual tubes up his asshole and running fucking hamsters up them.
With a gerbil.
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh shit! Nick's computer has crashed. Everyone, let's pour some hardcore nudity on there. Redbeard, pull the cock out. What? We gotta get Nick's channel banned without him knowing it. You guys.
It's funny. He even rebooted the computer to
just don't really.
When I was with him initially, it was just him and I, and his audio was all out of sync with his voice. Oh, there he goes. He's gone now. He's left us.
Maxwell Star is now dead.
For a guy who fucking does computer, who did a lot of IT work and stuff, he really has trouble with his computers.
Yeah, he's a bad nerd.
His computer's basically brand new at this point with all the new shit he put into it. I'm running some of my stuff is over 10 years old at this point, and it's still good to go.
Some of it's got your original beard hair in it.
That's entirely possible. It is. I kept on. I'm trying, like, what's the oldest component? Actually, I think I still have one. There's a hard drive in there that is from like. Well, the one of the hard drives in there, I think, is going on like 15 years old at this point,
Wow.
at least.
See, kids, don't let them tell you that your fucking laptops are going to crap out on you in like 5 years or whatever.
Well, laptops are kind of a different story. You have to keep them clean.
Yeah.
Like, because the fan system inside, like once it gets plugged up internally, you actually have to like take it all apart to clean them. You
like foreskin, it requires more maintenance.
I've never seen a laptop company, and it'd be the easiest thing in the world to just make that a thing where you unclip the bottom or something, and the fan is right there. You can blow it all out and shit. It's like, no, you have to watch a 45-minute YouTube video on how to take the whole fucking thing apart to get to this one thing. And you gotta watch the video backwards basically to put it back together.
They don't want to make it easy because that way they won't sell any more laptops because the other ones will still be running perfectly fine.
Yeah. It's people suck. Like the capability is completely there with like almost any technology to make it so it's gonna last. But they build in all these stupid fucking, like, what do they call it? Built-in obsolescence kind of thing. Like this is gonna go. Something here is gonna fail. It's gonna fail, and now you got to get a new one. When you really,
dude, it's like even with clothing, you buy clothing. Certain stitches are designed to fail faster than others, so that you don't buy a T-shirt and it lasts you the rest of your life. Like all this stuff's designed to fail, and if you buy clothing, like more expensive clothing, sometimes but not always, you might pay more money. You might get clothing that lasts longer. Then again, you might just pay more money and get clothing that lasts just as long.
I wish all women's clothing was made as cheaply as like on Zapped and Zapped Again, where you could just like a breeze would like rip their clothes off.
Yeah, just take all the stitching out all at once.
Be like that Patrick Stewart where you just want her clothes to fall off, so they do.
Yeah, and speaking of foreskins, get back on that topic for a second. Gay guys, they probably, if they're into docking, there's probably like a really easy way to clean their foreskins where one guy just needs a brush on the end of his dick, and then they do the docking, and there you go.
Fuck.
Wow.
It's like a ball cleaner.
Nick is in the bottom of a barrel right now, or
did you get captured by like slavers, white slavers?
Are
you in a barrel right now being put on a fucking cargo ship?
Well, I'm on my laptop. I think the sound quality is horrible shit.
Nick is trapped in a sea can being put onto a cargo ship.
He's gonna wake up
we were just talking about that. What happened to your fucking fancy new Ryzen fucking PC? What's going on?
Oh, it froze. So
you're a terrible.
I rebooted it and then it froze again. So I'm like,
that's what you get for going AMD. You should have gone Intel and you should have got
yourself,
NVIDIA.
Greg.
No.
Yeah,
my NVIDIA Intel computer never crashes.
Hey, like I said, my 10-year-old fucking AMD shit still running strong. So something is wrong with Nick's shit, but it's not the hardware. I'm gonna pretty much bet on that.
Yeah, just like before
if I'm wrong, I am gonna lie.
Before I did the Hangout, it did some kind of updates to my antivirus. So I'm not sure if that's related or not. Probably not.
Oh, he's got Norton antivirus on there.
No, I got a Gere.
That would explain things all of a sudden.
You know what? Honestly, I'm running a bit of a test right now, and ever since the last time I did my reformat and shit, I didn't reinstall my antivirus. I'm using Windows Defender and Malwarebytes. The free Malwarebytes, and I have not had a single issue in probably about 5 months now.
I use those, and I use Crap Cleaner, and that's it.
I've never even heard. You mean like, is it Sea Cleaner?
Sea Cleaner Professional, yeah.
Okay, but you call it crap. That's fun.
Well, that's what it used to stand for, Crap Cleaner.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's actually fucking hilarious. Wow. It makes sense. But they call it Sea Cleaner because Crap Cleaner is a little bit kind of offensive or something. Yeah.
See how I keep my computer running well is that I have two computers. One which I do random shit on my old, like it's an old computer. It used to be good. It's not anymore, but it still works for computer work, porn, torrents, all that stuff. And then my actual good computer that I spend money on, that is only for playing games and for watching movies on. That's pretty much it. It doesn't.
Well,
I don't do any of that shit that's going to get it in any sort of trouble. So and
yeah,
it's
again,
running.
like as long as you keep an eye, like Windows Defender, I have kind of like turned down, but not all the way down. So if anything tries to do shit, it still pops up and says, "Do you want to let this program change anything?" But that has never. I don't think that's happened at all. And I've got my 2 torrent sites that I use, and everything downloads there. I got my VPN going, and fucking yeah, everything's like right now. I think that my computer, ever since the last like reinstall, this is the longest stretch that it's gone that I can remember where it really hasn't started to slow down at all yet. Like usually after a few months or something, like the startup programs and this and that and blah blah blah, so it can bog down. It'll maybe take another like 30 seconds before I'm fully into Windows and stuff like that. But no, everything's running great. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back up now. What the hell?
Yeah. Well,
Where's Nick? Is he in a submarine?
Yeah, Yellow Submarine.
We already talked about this 10 minutes ago.
Where were you, Ewart? Where did you go?
Taking care of shit, man.
Okay.
TCOB.
Welcome back.
Oh, he's smacking the wife around. Again.
Wow.
That could be taking care of the bitch.
Whoa, wait, whoa! What are you saying about your wife now? What the?
Jesus.
Hey, buddy.
I said it could be. It was just a joke.
Fucking offensive, rude.
That's terrible, actually.
Yeah, I'm awful. I know.
You condone spousal abuse. That's terrible.
George coming to the bottle share now just to fucking end you.
No, see, I didn't say calling your wife your bitch does not infer hitting at all. You're just taking care of her. You could have been like in a room giving her some pleasure. I don't know. I don't know.
Terminology is uncalled for regardless.
True.
I'm gonna be 100% honest
I was
here.
gonna bring good beer. Now I'm gonna bring shit beer.
I don't think Ewart could take Redbeard in a fight, to be honest, because Redbeard's 8 feet tall and the fucker's slippery too. Like I don't think like you could ever like
How
catch.
do you know he's slippery?
Because he works in those grease traps all day.
Yeah.
Comes in all pre-greased.
But he's also lanky. Those lanky fuckers you got to watch out for because they just slide around all over the place. He's probably greased up, and you try and take a swing at him, he goes around you, goes into your pants, bites your left nut, leaves before you even know where it was.
Even if you connect, it just like slips right off and bounces off.
As soon as you see him, you'll immediately strip down and be like, "Nick, grease me up, you piece of shit! I've got to fight you."
Lunch lady Doris, do you have any grease?
Yeah. Grease me up,
Grease
woman.
me up, woman.
Okie dokie.
It's my retirement grease. Yeah. Thank you,
Remember
everyone. Thank you, everyone, for assuming that my job somehow just makes me always slippery and greasy and just gross. So yeah, I appreciate that, everybody. Thanks so much.
Also, the lack of showering probably helps with that too.
Well, again, that's not a thing that happens.
It's been scientifically proven.
Like I said, I had no hot water for 5 days. So I went to my mom's and took 1 shower. So it was like middle point. And so I guess I went like 2 days, had a shower, 2 days.
Shower a week, right?
I'm amazed I'm amazed just to have like your family sponge bathe you.
Wow. I'm amazed that kind of thought goes through your fucking head.
I had
really? You're shocked by that?
You haven't seen his porn links.
I'm surprised North Bay has hot water, period.
Yeah, I mean, I had a shower yesterday. It was my annual one. I have one every year, even if I don't need it.
I had one this morning.
That seems reasonable enough.
Yeah,
that's just how I usually go. I have one in the morning when I wake up, and then after a job, depending on the job, like if I do a chip stand or something and I work for half an hour, then I don't get greasy. I'm wearing.
I assume you're also not only you're surrounding yourself in grease, but you're also one of those like those amphibians that is greasing themselves.
You're welcome to it. You're welcome to assume that, but that's just
self-greasing
weird and dumb and wrong.
I never even heard it. I never heard of that one.
Yeah.
What shit are you researching in your serial killer room, Ewart?
And all you gotta do is go to the zoo and they tell you all about it.
Oh, the zoo? You mean those cages you keep in your basement where you keep people and animals?
Wow.
Jesus.
Well, in case he hits his wife too hard, he has extra women in cages.
He did not make any attempt to refute that, Lee. Notice that?
Yeah, I noticed. He kind of thought about it there for a minute, like, shit.
He's like,
He
shit,
knows.
I do call it the zoo. How do you know?
Yeah.
All right, who's gonna be the next Mrs. Reeves? I think I want Sapporo one this time.
It's the basement of Dr. Moreau.
Oh, jeez. Now you're implying that Ewart
It's on the
fucks half
basement.
men, half beasts.
Yes, I am.
Fair payback for him calling you a greasy piece of shit, basically.
That's right. That's right.
Didn't I call him that, or
There we go.
I don't know.
Well, let's move it on over the Ewart, though.
Oh,
Let's put our
pretty,
blame on him.
we're all
doubled-
pretty
I
much
d-
did.
Doubled down with like self-greasing.
But there you go.
So-
Yeah. Made me into the giant salamander.
See, there you go. There you go. It's your salamander.
Okay.
See,
When I was a
you know
kid,
it.
we
You
used to
know
go to Nikasu Provincial Park. It's in South River, I think. We're near Highlander Brewing, the Ewart's favorite place.
Mr.
And yeah, like it was in the summertime when we went, like go down by the waterfront, and I'd always, I don't know, I was as a kid, I was like lifting up rocks and seeing what was underneath them, kind of shit. And I think they were called fire-bellied salamanders, but yeah, just these awesome looking little salamanders. They had like the red belly was all super bright red and then black on top. And I'd catch a couple and they'd be like my pet for the camping trip, and then I'd have to let them go at the end. And
yeah, I used to find those fellas at my cottage too.
they were really cool.
Yeah, that and crayfish.
Crayfish. We used to go camping on Georgian Bay. Me and my dad and my sisters and whoever my dad was dating at the time. Happened like 3 or 4 years in a row. And we'd bring some kayaks in the boat, and the dog and stuff would come. And the dog we had at the time was a big yellow lab named Wiley. And Georgian Bay, where we went camping, was like crystal clear. You could be like 10 feet deep, and you just like not even like it was water there. And you go down. I caught this huge crayfish, and I brought it back and I put it in one of the little random ponds on the island. And the dog just ate it. He ate it raw. He just ripped it apart and ate it raw.
Wow.
It was, yeah.
And then he died 3 days later.
No, man, that dog, he ate a can of bug spray one time, including the can, completely fine. I was selling chocolate for a school
What is he, a
trip.
goat?
I was selling chocolate for a school trip, and my dad, I was here in North Bay, and I gave a case to my dad to sell at the hospital where he worked. And he had it in his closet in his bedroom. And the dog got into that, ate like half the case of chocolate, was fine. I was with him in the bush one time, and just going for a walk kind of behind my dad's house. And there's a big cliff that runs along the one area in the bush. And I know how to climb down and stuff, and the dog would not follow me down. So I'm at the bottom waiting, like calling him, Wiley, come on down. And he disappears for a second. And I'm like, the fuck's happening? And he fucking runs and just jumps off. Lands in the fucking like leaf litter and stuff on the ground, rolls around, like whimpers for a second, and like, yeah, I'm fine. What ended up killing him, sadly enough, was my dad decided to send him to Barrie, to a breeder's, because of everybody that saw this dog was like, I want his sperm kind of thing. He was just a beautiful dog.
Is that a random thing that people talk about?
Wow.
In North,
So your
North
dog
Bay?
died fucking.
No, this was in Perry Sound. This whole thing.
In
that
Perry
happened.
Sound, they just want to steal your dog's sperm?
No, but just like no, and they didn't say it like that. I'm just saying like people that saw him were like, "Wow, I want to breed this dog with my dog and make
With
dog
my daughter?"
Kind of thing. Not your daughter. My God, there's something wrong with you. But yeah. So anyway, he was at the breeders in Barrie, and it was like a really bad snowstorm. Snowplow came along, plowed the road, and the snowbank got to the point where it went up and over the fences in the kennels, and like all the dogs pretty much got out, and my dad's dog, basically my dog, because I was the one that like grew up with it. Like when he was growing up, like that was around the time that I like left Perry Sound and moved to North Bay, but he was still alive, kind of thing. And he was like when I went home to visit my dad, kind of thing. The dog went insane. Like yeah, he was my dog, and I was super sad when I found out he got hit by a car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that
Well,
just fucking got
Well, thanks for
down.
both bringing us down and also
Fucking
grossing
down.
us out when you're talking about how everyone wanted to fuck your dog. That's
Yeah.
I
Well, no,
did
not
not.
they want
I
to.
did
They
not
want their
go
daughters
there.
to.
I did see that. That's what happened right there. That was Greg that did that, not me.
You literally said that they were asking for your dog's sperm. How much more there can you go?
I was just kind of being like metaphorical, you know, like being like making a different reference, and then you kind of took it to a different place.
I
yeah,
really feel I
Greg
just
always
took
takes
your
it to a different
I just
place.
took your thought and went with it.
They pretty much did want the sperm of the dog to put into their female dog to make dog babies. They did not want to put into their fucking human offspring.
Okay,
You
well,
crazy,
I'm
disgusting
glad
bastard.
you didn't go there. Then thank you, Redbeard, for not
There you
going
go.
there. And
There you go. That's right.
Yeah, because Ewart would want those for his weird animal cages down in those human hybrids, his Dr. Moreau basement.
Yeah.
Bukake me.
All right, well, I'm going to leave you guys to talk about jacking off dogs or whatever the fuck this conversation's gotten to. Have a good night, gentlemen.
Oh, cheers.
Suddenly you want to record a podcast with Paul after hearing this.
Yeah, go figure. Later.
Bye-bye.
Redbeard totally catfished those dogs.
Yeah. Jamie says here North Bay just moved to the 2-handle tap system in 2016.
Jamie, why the fuck aren't you in the chat?
That's what the pamphlet said. Yeah,
Jamie, why aren't you in the chat? Yeah. Why are you letting Nick down? Nick in his submarine. He's so upset. He's not talking.
No. Or we're just like delayed by a good deal. There's 5 people watching somehow.
It's more people than are in the chat.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess cheers Eric Gilbert too. Nobody said cheers to him. He was in here.
Cheers.
Nice. You know, why not?
No.
You know, did old man Ewart speak up to be grumpy?
No. I just don't. You know. People like to like comment just so that their names are said on the internet.
Why is your profile picture thing not exactly like centered? Why is there a black ring around the top of it?
Because.
Okay, fair enough.
I can't see it. I don't know. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Jamie just popped up. He's going to bed. Nighty night. Well,
yeah, me too. I'm out.
Everyone's going to bed so early on a Friday night.
Yeah, like what the
a long weekend.
It's not even 11 o'clock yet. My God.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as my wife is done doing, we're just not used to staying up late.
Like I'm randomly I am off to like today it was
grab a cup of coffee.
Saturday and Sunday are both days off as well. I'm very excited.
I gotta get up early tomorrow. So
how early?
To do what?
I don't know, 6 to go to take the kid to swim practice. So gotta get up.
Okay. See, this is why A, you don't have kids, and B, if you do have kids, only allow them to do sports that they can walk to themselves. Parenting 101 with Greg. Should have taken the class, Ewart.
I should have. It wasn't offered when I went to school.
Well,
right, or anything.
It's unfortunate.
You know what? Randomly, I don't know. Like, Greg, are you like, are you and Agnes like both in the mindset that like kids are not happening ever?
Yep.
Okay.
Hate
randomly though, it's funny. If they got married, I'm sure they both. I assume you weren't a moron. You had that talk before you got married.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah. So
like 10 years ago,
if things do change, they change. But if not, I feel like you would actually make a pretty decent father. I don't know.
Probably not. I disagree with you on that.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Just like you're in like the presence of us, you're very.
I don't even make a particularly great dog owner. The fact that my dog is alive is kind of a miracle. So like,
Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's and the dog's a lot easier than a kid is. So
kids are resilient. You'd be surprised. All right, I gotta go to bed.
Cheers.
You'd be surprised how often you can hit them.
Oh, I love that Nick isn't here for that. It's great.
Oh my God! So Nick is.
We're still live, baby.
Nick starts a chat. That's live. All right. Well, let's look up some hardcore pornography to put on Nick's channel.
How wasn't go that far?
All right, soft.
Look up. You mean like I opened the folder on my computer? Like it'd be so easy. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, that's true.
Ha.
Oh, Nick is back.
Is he though?
Or is he?
He's making noises. We can hear him. We can hear the sounds.
Hold on one
Nick's
sec.
room is haunted. And he has water and a Mad Tom? What the fuck kind of weird shit is this? Water and a Mad Tom? What?
The fuck? Where did everybody go?
Yeah. See that? That's what happens when you don't fucking stay around.
I had to piss. Not allowed to
They're-
go pee on here?
No, apparently.
Fuck him.
Lee randomly just left and then Ewart has to wake up in the morning or some shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, who knows? Maybe
Like I
he'll
said,
be back.
I'm off tomorrow and the next day. And I went to New Ontario and I bought 7 beers today, so I'm good to go for a while, yo.
Well, I'm gonna drink this in honor of the sensible nonsense that seems to be going on.
Oh, what
It's
is that?
another beer from Trailway, double IPA, American double IPA. It doesn't say what
8%.
hops they used. I'll
Nice.
probably Google it.
Nice.
Canned March 13th.
You gotta bring some of this Trailway shit with you when you come.
Yeah,
down.
I'm planning. I bought 2 cans of the good weather, and then I've got the other one I'm saving for the festival. Like anytime they release a new,
Well, like I said too, like I see at least one.
Greg, you're muted.
I think he's talking to.
He's talking to Agnes.
Yeah, at least you got to bring at least one beer for us to drink here, like you and I for our bottle share kind of thing.
Yeah, well, the night that I'm up to.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Like I was thinking, we'll grab. I'm gonna go to the LCBO, whatever, and I'll grab a couple that I haven't had, bottles, whatever. But you know, like I'll supply most of that. You got to bring at least one cool beer from your side of the world because you're so far away. That's right.
I'm so far away.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, what I'm planning to do is I'm gonna buy anytime the Trailway comes out with a new release that happens to make its way down to my way, and usually the new releases do.
Well, you're drinking a new one like every fucking week, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, Trailway release a new beer every week.
That's awesome.
And again, it's usually an IPA of some sort.
They seem to make it your way, which is awesome.
like literally, this was just released this week, so it was canned 2 days ago. They had another one. It was called.
How old is the new one? How old's the one you're drinking now?
This one or this one I haven't even opened it yet. It's canned March 13th, so it's a little over a month.
Oh, old.
Drain pour.
Oh, look, Paul's here.
Do you want to watch now?
Shit, Paul here? You want in?
Paul, you want to join us? Because people left.
Or are you working?
He's rolling now. He's probably working. Like
You're jacking off to rob the robot. No piston. Are you at work, Paul, or are you?
Where's Ashley? Why isn't Ashley here?
Ashley's probably hanging out with his wife.
You do that fucking like all the rest of the week. Come on, man. Come on, Ashley. Or Chad, like how long is it until he's done his like couple hours?
Who?
Chad. You know,
Chad.
Couple hours.
Couple hours for what?
His nightly sex routine.
Oh, probably gonna be another hour and a half.
Oh my God! Did you see this? Did you see?
What?
Look at the chat.
Let's see. Sure, I'll join. I just sent you a link. Check your Facebook, Paul.
Holy crap! Cheers! That's awesome. I've been
This chat just got danker.
I'm so excited. I have to go for pee. Well, I had to go for pee, but this just makes me
make Lee come back. Maybe his computer crashed. Hey, Paul.
Hello. Nothing much.
What is up, my home slice?
Gonna do a little podcast with Lee the Destroyer in a bit.
Oh, so that's where you guys are going. You're heading off to do
I did
weekly.
3 other podcasts. Now do another podcast.
And you're joining this one in the meantime.
I'm doing this one in the meantime, Lee. Yeah, so doing a lot of podcasts.
Nice.
Right
So what's the
I'm drinking a Dead Man's Game from Lost Abbey that's 14%.
Oh, 14.
So
Holy fuck.
sessionable strength, that's good.
Nice. That's pretty nice. I haven't had anything from Lost Abbey in a long time.
Hey, it's Paul.
Oh, hey, it's a fucking necrophiliac perverted pedophile.
No, that's you, Paul. I may be many things, but I've never had sex with a corpse. At least not yet.
I was looking in a
Good
mirror
time.
when I was saying that. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, hashtag caught.
Ah,
There you go. Mm-hmm.
look at that. That's hazy and juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Paul.
Hello, Red Bear.
Hey, Mr. DJ, put a
Not much,
record
man.
on.
I haven't been in a live chat with you in so long. I missed you.
I know.
I missed you, man.
Quite the era.
That's
of-
quite the powerful sounding beer you're drinking there. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, sessionable strength, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You sound like you may have had a bit before that as well.
I've had 6 beers before this, so
Yeah,
totally sober.
I don't believe you.
Slowly sober.
It's like, my buddy that I work with, his mom randomly gave him like 100 of these like little one-shot test breathalyzer things. And the other night after drinking, I tried one, and it's got like the different colors it goes to, and like that's the darkest purple. I don't know if you really see, but inside the thing there looks almost black. I was way over the limit, but the funny thing is, I still didn't feel that drunk. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Rhino and I did one that one year. We did the alcohol test that one year.
Alcohol test near.
That was what 2013 or something like that. We did that.
Oh, randomly, since Paul's here,
Oh,
Nick,
was that the year? That was the first year you guys did that one. It was just you and Chad, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 2014.
Yeah, no, Nick, since Paul's here, the whole Airbnb thing, maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I'm kind of expecting Ewart to not show up. So
Oh, he won't.
Paul, what are your plans? Are you hoping to make?
yeah,
it
are
to-
you hoping to make it up?
Here's my plan. If Ewart shows up, I won't. If Ewart doesn't, I will.
I would bank on him not showing up. But what are you coming up? Are you coming up for the bottle share on the Friday and then going home on Saturday, or?
I have a quandary because I have to cover for a coworker that just broke his collarbone.
Yeah.
That I wasn't expecting that. So that kind of puts a fucking monkey.
Break your collarbone.
What?
Break your collarbone.
There you go. Break your collarbone.
Break your
then you're on an
collarbone,
even
then you
level.
go on stress leave.
True.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be stress leave at all.
No, it wouldn't be stress leave. I'm just saying it's an alternative. You could go on stress leave. Works with Chad.
Yeah.
So,
Paul's like
so
the
you're
most easygoing, laid back guy ever.
so you're thinking you're probably
24th for the bottle share,
yeah.
and then staying the 25th and the 26th. That was my plan. Where I don't know. Maybe the street. Maybe my truck. Maybe some transvestite's closet somewhere.
Oh, hey, you got
you can't stay in my closet.
You got a truck. I got an air mattress I'm gonna put in the back of my car. Your truck, the bed of your truck would be more comfortable in the back of my
That
car.
would be more comfortable for a bed for an air mattress.
So
And
you're talking about coming up the 24th and staying the night of the 24th, 25th, and 26th?
Yeah, that was the plan, yeah.
So you're going home Sunday night, or are you going Sunday
sometime, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sunday.
I got the Airbnb rented for the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So like I'm going home the 26th, right? Anyway, but yeah, like if Ewart doesn't show up,
if I do come up, my plan is to come up and drink with you guys, and actually stay long enough to actually drink at the fest.
Yeah,
because you pretty much you didn't drink much of the fest last year. You left halfway through.
Couldn't stay, so I had to leave anyway. So like that. So this time I plan on actually drinking at the fest so I could stay, and then go home Sunday. So if I do that, that's my plan.
I'm booking off like Wednesday to Sunday. That's fucking like
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
you know what? It's probably the longest stretch of anything I've ever booked off in my life.
I don't have the address for Sexton Brewing Company, so
Brewing.
someone has to give me that.
I think it's like Raper Drive or something.
Yeah,
you'll
get it. You'll get it
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
It'd be on like an unmarked envelope when you pick it up somewhere.
I randomly showed up at Chris's house going, is this the right place? Oh shit, no one gave me an address. Is this the right place? Oh fuck.
I just remember that that was the
surprise, but
post
here's
that
the
made
thing.
me.
When you're a surprise at someone's house, it's okay. But when you're a surprise at someone's building complex that you have to ring to get in, it's not so good.
Yeah, like when I got like I knew I wasn't going to make it kind of thing. That whole thing happened last year, and I was like, I knew everybody that was going to be there. I was fuck, I'm not going to meet this person. And then like I think I was at Ashley who was like PA Bruno was confirmed or whatever, and the picture of Paul, and I was like, what? Paul is there? What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, that was just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Ashley confirmed first. I was about to drive home to America, and I saw this guy pull in. I was like, that looks like Ashley. Let me follow him around for a little bit. Let me freak him out.
Nice.
I mean, Ashley's very easy to freak out too.
Yeah, I remember when you showed up too. Like when we had just gotten back from the like going up to where we went to Merit and Collective Arts up in Hamilton. And all of a sudden, we're like, "Really? Who's that over there?" Oh shit! Is that actually Paul? Really? Is it actually Paul? Because we didn't know you were coming up until that moment.
You often don't know when Paul's coming.
No, you don't.
Nope.
It's like the
You
stealthy.
don't know what diseases is coming behind what Paul's coming.
Chances are you're leaving with an STD.
Exactly. Let me go check my messenger really quick. I'm looking for Big Ol' Lee.
Big Ol' Lee. Where's Agnes at there, Greg?
She went to the gym.
I'll talk to you later.
Ooh. Oh, cheers, man.
Yeah, she's trying to be all healthy and all that.
You know, to burn off all the extra steam whistles.
Yep. I asked, do you want me to come with you? No.
No, she wants to check out all the other.
Maybe.
She wants to check out all the other guys working out.
Get on the treadmill behind that guy in the Stairmaster.
She didn't want to take you with you because she was afraid that you're going to sniff all the bike seats.
Sure, why not? I don't know. Sweaty old asshole stink has never really done it for me.
Well, I hope not. Ugh.
Gross.
Now taking other people's dog semen, that's what I'm into. Oh, look at that dog. I want its semen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it went down. 100%.
I gotcha. This one tried to escape, but I got her.
Good pussy tonight.
Yeah, go. That's probably the only pussy I'm getting tonight.
Yeah, and it runs away from you too.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny when you farted like half hour ago and then you finally move and it comes out.
Oh, especially.
Oh yeah, I remember you.
Sorry, you got like a vinyl or leather couch too, so it's just sort of trapped in there.
I found a picture. The dog, the dog on I guess
Is this the dog that jizzed to death?
Well, Paul lived.
That is
Paul
not
left.
what happened at all. And
He got overly milked.
See, yeah, right there.
The one
You're just milking blood now.
Wiley was an awesome
was he a lab? Or?
Yeah, a yellow lab.
Yellow lab.
He was a huge yellow lab.
Oh.
And he was in any trick. If you want to teach him a new trick, take an hour.
Yellow labs are like
take an hour out of your day.
Yellow labs are like the friendliest dogs of them all.
He was that too. But he was super, super smart. Like I taught him to catch a frisbee in like half an hour. He used to catch like my sister and I in the field beside our house. We'd like play just like I'd bat the ball and she'd catch it, and then we'd switch places and she'd bat the ball and I'd catch it. And this one time I hit the ball and it was like way past where my sister was, and out of nowhere Wiley just jumps in the air and catches the ball, and it comes back to me and like, oh, do that again, like the fucking baseball. It was freaky. He was an awesome dog. Not to say this one right here isn't pretty good. Like he's gonna growl. It's gonna be awesome. There he goes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that Oreo?
Oreo.
Oreo. Oreo. Yo, 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 yo. Well tempered if it lets you pick you up and do that.
He's cute. You don't hear him? He's You're such a tough guy. You're such a tough guy.
Redbeard's about to get
Ugh.
attacked as soon as you let him go.
He snapped at me once. I was like trying to like brush his face when he had longer fur, and there was a knot, and I was like kind of pulling at it a bit.
Oh,
yeah, and I was trying to be gentle, but I guess I kind of pulled a bit too hard. He's like, "Ah!" And he bit me, and I was like, "Whoa!" And I didn't hit him, but like pushed him and like just like "fuck you" kind of thing, and yelled really really loud. And
so in other words, you got it back tenfold.
Yeah, but generally though, like he's never like my mom and stepdad, who that was their dog. I could go over there and like they'd be like, I want to cut his hair here or something, but he won't let me. Can you come do it? And I'd be like, yeah, and just do it, no problem. He's like I'm 100,000% not even a little bit scared of the dog kind of thing. Like it's like even if he went full on insane and tried to attack me and kill me, I'm pretty sure I'd have him taken care of in under a second. He's tiny. But he's the best little dog. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Come here. Or just stare at me. Come here. Fuck you then.
Fucking see if Greg comes back. Is he masturbating in the fridge or something?
In the ew.
I don't know. It's his magic fridge, so I figured there's some sort of magic.
Where your head goes to weird places, man. My God.
I don't know. I'm tired.
Really? Isn't it like midnight there?
Yeah, midnight.
Oh my God.
I've been up since the morning. And it's been a long week. I'm not going to bed. I'm just saying it's been a long week. Long, fucked up week at work.
It was like me, myself, as well. I didn't get a whole lot, but like last night, I actually did get a very nice night's sleep. So I woke up around 3 p.m. today, so I'm okay.
Oh, muffin.
No, it's a day off, man.
Yeah. Lucky.
No alarm set, good to go.
Where'd Greg go?
I don't know. His headphones on. Greg!
Greg!
Oh, he hears things.
There he is.
Here, don't worry, guys. I'm coming back.
Yay!
But don't encourage him. There. Might as well do like anybody up for like a 3-player game of cards?
I guess doesn't really work great with 3 players.
Oh, you and your cards. Can we play that with 3 people?
Yeah,
it doesn't
you
work
play
the
with
best, though.
It's a pretty quick game. I don't know where's Chris tonight.
I don't know.
Probably banging out with his girlfriend.
Where's Dan? You sent a message to
Probably.
Dan, right? Where's Dan? What the hell's Dan?
Dan says he's hanging out with his wife tonight.
Well,
He's banging his wife.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Dan doesn't seem like somebody who has a lot of sex, so he probably takes what he can get.
Yeah, no. Well.
Nothing against Dan personally. I just feel he's too enthusiastic about it, and he probably ends up hurting his wife accidentally. So
Oh, dude.
she's cautious. I just feel he'd get really into it.
Well, if you're a big guy, you gotta be careful. With weight comes a lot of momentum.
I just feel he's like you if you were always hopped up on like cocaine.
Oh God.
What you eating, Greg?
What you eating, Craigie boy?
What you
Well,
chopping on?
I have double smoked cheddar cheese from Costco, and I'm eating it with apples and Triscuit rosemary and olive oil crackers.
Look at you going all fancy.
Rosemary and olive oil.
Fancy as fuck.
Fancy. Yeah.
I ate the last of my chicken fried rice a while ago. I need to make more.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to chicken fried rice. It's so easy to make and so goddamn good.
All I had was one of those TV dinners of like President's Choice butter chicken, some shit.
Jesus, Nick, you're really living the single lifestyle.
Mhm. Microwave bitches.
Nick, don't you live with your mother?
Shut
Like-
up, Greg.
No, and I'm not. No, I'm not putting you down for that. I'm saying, like, shouldn't she be like cooking you delicious meals and stuff like that?
No, because I get in late.
Oh, she should make you food and have it ready for you when you get in. My mom still always cooks for me shit when I go over there.
Well, I mean, if I'm home on the weekends, yeah, but I mean, I don't beg for food or anything. It's just I live downstairs, they live upstairs.
Just go up into their kitchen and start like rubbing your belly, be like, and point in your mouth.
Do you have, like, you gave us a tour a while back. Did you have your own kitchen down there? You don't, do you? Oh my god!
There you go.
Jesus.
No, I don't. I don't have a kitchen down here.
Yeah, so you use it. So like, yeah, like when
Yeah,
I was last time I was living at home, my mom would totally, like, you know, when she makes dinner stuff, when I get home later and I'd go upstairs into her kitchen, because the only kitchen in the place, and open up the fridge, and there'd be a plate of food for me, and I just reheat it and good to go.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not like they've never left food for me either. It's the whole. I've been living here for 5.5 years since Neely passed away, so
Yeah, like I want to say roughly a year, I think, was the longest I moved back to home. So, but still, like, I don't know, like I was contributing, like anytime they needed anything and stuff like that, and I helped pay the bills and this and that, and blah blah. And,
yeah.
you know, like, wasn't just a freeloader. So
I liked living at home. I could afford more expensive cars than I can afford now.
yeah,
Because I was a freeloader.
you have a decently okay car at this point. It's not like what. Okay, let's just say like your car. You know, Camaro cost 40-ish grand.
With taxes, it was 60.
Really? Okay, so fair enough. Okay, so let's say you had 100. What would you have?
Well, I don't think you can buy a Nissan GTR anymore for that much because they've upped the price on it. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't buy anything right now with it because I don't drive the car a lot. But I mean,
no, but like use your imagination.
Probably
here.
a C63 AMG would probably be the next thing I'd sort of look at as sort of an upgrade for me. Actually, no. Probably I'd just save some money and get a Camaro ZL1 or a. I don't think I can get a Corvette Z06 for 100 anymore. I think they're over now, but probably Camaro ZL1 because that's about 71 Canadian at this point.
Yeah, decent. I honestly, there's so much out there. I don't even like if I could get a Tesla for 100 grand. I think that would probably be my go-to.
Well, you can get a Tesla for 100 grand. You can get many Teslas for 100 grand. You can't get the best Tesla for 100 grand, but
exactly. That's what I mean. If they had some kind of a sale, and I could get the best, but even to get, like, you could get, I believe, like the base model P100, whatever the fuck it is, for under 100 or around 100, I think.
I don't know. I'm not super familiar with the Tesla pricing, but there's definitely a bunch of them you can get.
Yeah,
under 100, and I mean they're still pretty fast even at that price. Like,
yeah, like even the Model 3, the cheapest one, that's I think is around 40 grand. It's still all you'd need, and I don't like the interface and stuff, the way it looks all that much. And then they have the Model X. It's like the weird SUV crossover type thing. I'm not huge on that. I like the sportier one, personally.
yeah, it's the Model X is what everyone likes.
Yeah. I got nothing against the other ones, really. Like they're I'm sure they're great, but they just don't really appeal to me overall. Like randomly, a vehicle that I really wouldn't mind. I've never even given one a test drive, but I would like to give one a test drive. The Kia Soul. It's a weird little funky kind of hybrid SUV type thing, and I just like the way they look. They look cool. And the more recent ones, they've actually they lowered it and widened the wheelbase and stuff, so it handles a lot better. And like Kia's come a long way in the last little while.
Yeah, and then they went back downhill. Apparently, they had some engine issues a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah.
Well,
they came up with a Stinger, that fucking crazy.
I was gonna say I would.
$70,000 thing.
There's a part of me that would actually consider trading in my Camaro for a Stinger, because I mean, ultimately, is my Camaro faster? Yeah, but the Stinger's all-wheel drive. It's automatic. It's a turbocharged 6. In many Canadian conditions, it's faster than a Camaro is. Not as sporty, obviously, but I mean, it's more practical and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? It's a really good value for what it costs.
It looks, I maybe not like quite as sporty, but like looks wise, it looks fucking nice, man. Like it's got a again, like Kia's design team, whatever, has really stepped up in the last like 5-10 years.
Well, you know what?
Up.
I think the worst thing you can really say about that car is that it has a Kia badge. And frankly, a lot of people, when I bought my Camaro, were saying, oh, the worst thing about it is it's got a Chevrolet badge. So it's like, well,
yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, who cares that much about badges? Like, I owned a BMW before I owned my Chevrolet. It wasn't anything special. I'm sure like BMW compared to Chevrolet, like build quality and just like, I imagine BMW is a little bit above there, but then you go to like get it serviced, and the cost is going to be like BMW is going to be 10 times more than what you're paying to get your Chevy. It's not 10 times more, but it's about 3 times. It was about 3 times more. If you got done by the dealership. No, my BMW had all sorts of issues. It had a bunch of warranty issues.
Yeah.
I had all sorts of weird rattles start to show up after 3 or 4 years. Isn't
that something like the plagues like Mercedes and BMW, where they especially as they get towards out of lease or older, they start to have a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and they're expensive to fix. So I mean, that's for one reason why I wouldn't really be interested in either of those cars.
Potential built-in obsolescence. Like, is it just
is
that just like coincidence that lease is ending and it's wearing out? It's like,
no,
I don't know. They probably put the stuff in and they're like,
If I was going to get a luxury car, I'd get a Lexus. That'd be what interests me the most. Not because part of it is probably because of the Toyota thing, but
Lexus actually some of the newer ones, they do look pretty good, but like Lexus has not really been known for their sexy cars.
Yeah,
but reliability though is definitely because it's Toyota next level.
It's luxury Toyota. Yeah,
it's like Acura to Toyota or Infiniti to Nissan. It's the same.
You know what? Admittedly, Lexus to Toyota is a little bit higher up on the luxury scale than Acura to Honda. It's not that Acura is not nice, but it's not Lexus.
Well, they've got some high end shit too. But the thing is, all the European cars, and you can actually lump Porsche with this. So we're basically talking, the big ones: Mercedes, Porsche, Audi, BMW. They're all designed to be leased. They're all designed that the cars. They're not necessarily going to break after 5 years, but once the warranty's done, you're really playing with it. Like I remember Chris was looking at different cars. And you know what? I remember of all the cars Chris was looking at, I think he was looking at an S4 and S5, an Audi. And by far, that would have been the best car for his money in terms of performance. Like it would have frankly blown his little blue car away. But he was buying it out of warranty. So at that point, you're playing Russian roulette. You might get an S4, S5. It might be an awesome car, great performance value when you're paying less than 20 grand for it. But if the transmission or something goes on it, or the engine goes, or something else big goes on it, you end up with a lot of things. And my buddy did have a BMW 335 that was out of warranty, and he didn't actually have that many problems, and he spent about 5 G's just on repairs on it in the 2 years he had it.
Wow.
And that was nothing major. That was just like a water pump broke, and then he had some suspension
nothing major. He says, "Oh, the water pump broke."
Well, okay, but I mean, it wasn't a transmission; it wasn't an engine,
I
right?
suppose.
Oh, a water pump can like break, but not like fully break. You start leaking a bit or something. This, like
Oh, I've had that's what happened to my old Chrysler. That I was halfway across the country and the water pump broke and the thing overheated.
my Volkswagen Cabriolet, my first car, my '85 Cabriolet, the overflow tank. First off, that got a crack in it, so I replaced that, and then it blew a hose somewhere, so I replaced that, and then it blew the water pump, so I replaced that.
Yeah, but depends on where the water pump is.
And then it blew every other hose, so I replaced all them, and it was finally okay.
See, most sane manufacturers will put the water pump on the outside of the engine, somewhere they can bolt it on or off. But unlike some luxury manufacturers or cars designed on computers, say like an old Chrysler, it was inside the fucking block, like the V6 inside the V. It was in a terrible spot. So when it broke, the engine overheated before you knew it.
One of the guys I worked with, he had to change his spark plugs. He had to like unbolt his engine and like jack up the engine to get the other side. There's
terrible.
Subarus are pretty Subarus are pretty tricky to change the spark plugs on because they're the boxer engines. They're mounted towards the bottom of the engine, so you basically have to dig your way down to them by basically taking everything apart.
Yeah, they're not pointed upwards or anything like a V or straight up like an I4 or something. They're actually just straight across, right?
Yeah.
Like
and not only that, I've heard that the boxers have a lot of head gasket issues.
Some of them do. The STIs especially are notorious for that. The new WRXs, I haven't heard too many issues with them, and I think Chris's engine is basically that's like the base boxer engine that most of the non-performance Subarus use, and I think those are pretty solid.
Okay.
I don't think I've heard that many problems with them, but they're also it's also a four-cylinder naturally aspirated engine.
It's
so
just
I mean,
funny that humans have been making internal combustion engines for over 100 years at this point, and there really hasn't been that much improvement over like the original shit. Like there's no
they made it greater, better, and better and better and better. Now they're making them cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. No engine in these modern times should have any notorious issue, kind of thing. And that's a brand new design. Maybe a couple kinks you might need to work out.
Yeah,
but even
then you have poorly machined bearings inside the engine that wear out. Yeah, that's what happened.
It's like here in Northern. It's probably not so bad where Greg is. Nick, I don't know how your roads are year by year, but here in Northern Ontario, because of how fucking cold and shit, like it's like every year, like right now,
it's pothole city right now, isn't it? There,
it's fucking horrible. There's some that are like
the frost heave breaking up the pavement. There's potholes up and down.
Swerve into the inner lane to avoid some of these things, man. It's fucking bad.
It's nasty.
But it's we've been paving roads for how long now? How has nobody figured out some formulation of gravel and concrete or asphalt or bitumen?
They just keep patching it and patching it and patching it.
No, but they shouldn't have.
Maybe a better technology exists, but it costs money.
But just to, I don't know, have to redo it like the one road here, Lakeshore Drive in North Bay, one of the main drags, has been done like once every 2 years for as long as I can remember. It's like, how can a road not last that long? It's you're driving on like stones and stuff. How can you not make that better? It blows my mind.
Speaking of fancy cars, this is something I'd love to. If I was ever to, I don't know if I really want an SUV, but if I ever got an SUV, I'd want to get one of these.
Over a Range Rover? If you had the money,
Range Rover. If I had that over a Range Rover, definitely. Well, I mean, you get one with a nice interior.
I'm not saying a Land Rover Discovery. I'm saying a fucking Range Rover. You would take a 4Runner over a Range Rover.
A 4Runner over a Range Rover.
Crazy individual. Well,
but again, it comes down to, is Nick actually paying for it, or is somebody just saying, "Hey, Nick, I'll buy you either a 4Runner or a Range Rover"? What would you prefer?
If I had that condo money, kind of.
Okay, no, okay. If somebody offered, I will buy you a 4Runner fully loaded or a
Yes.
Range Rover fully loaded. You would say a 4Runner?
Yeah, because the 4Runner will still be running in 10 years' time.
Dude, no. You're thinking like Land Rover Discovery. The Range Rover is a good one that is actually like they last. They last, and they're some of the most amazing off-road vehicles in the history.
Well, even if you don't care, I would just you could just sell the Range Rover and buy whatever you want with it.
Well, dude,
Yeah,
a fully loaded Range Rover, sell that. You could probably buy 3 fully loaded fucking 4Runners. So even right there, it's just a big fail in your logic.
Yeah, whatever. They still
I think Nick likes simple cars. I don't think Nick is into the super fancy cars.
Well, I like fancy cars, but I mean, what would I want to drive? I mean, I look at a bit of both. I love performance, but I like also practicality and reliability. I don't want to be paying $5,000 every 2 years.
Right here. If I had the money, I would buy a Weissman. These things are
so like a Bugatti or something.
No, it's a German company. There's a small company, and they make these fucking awesome. They're kind of like retro, but like modern cars. They're just fucking awesome. And there's so many different like combinations of whatever you can get for them and stuff. Like, yeah, I would have one of those for sure.
No, I mean,
and they're not like you can get one of those for like I think about 80 or 90 grand.
If you had the disposable income that you could actually have, like you'd buy something like that, but it wouldn't be your only vehicle. What would be your daily driver?
Yeah, no, it would not be your only vehicle.
It wouldn't.
What I just said, because it's not like $1 million. It's like this would be. That would be my daily driver, 100%.
In the wintertime?
In the wintertime, I could totally see you going
okay.
that thing.
You know what? Well, it would depend on the money again. If I had the money, there's a guy in Calgary actually. It was on like the news. He has a Lamborghini, and he drives.
Oh yeah, I saw. He's got winter tires and chains on it.
Winter tires, and he drives it year round because like it's got all-wheel drive.
But somebody like that is an idiot. That's what you got to understand.
No,
is that the fact is if you
he's like, you know what?
A Lamborghini.
He's like, I worked my ass off to have this car. I'm gonna fucking drive it. That's his. And why not? He did it
because he's an idiot. It's a low car that's not designed for snow. If you can fucking afford a Lamborghini, you can fucking afford to buy yourself a fucking Subaru, like a cheap ass fucking Impreza that you can boot around in the summer.
You got a fucking Lamborghini.
Or a Forester or something.
Because assuming you don't crash the fucking thing in the snow, it's so fucking low, you're just gonna damage the fuck out of it.
Yeah, there's no clearance for driving an icy, especially in Calgary.
Also,
they don't even
if you ever care about resale value, the salt is gonna chew the shit out of that car.
Calgary, they don't put.
Go ahead and assume resale value.
They don't put salt on the roads in Calgary. They just plow them, then put sand down.
Regardless, even there's still going to be like water, and the corrosion is still more of an issue than it would be like in California or something.
Well, yeah,
I don't drive my Camaro in the winter because I don't need to. But if I needed, it was a position I needed to drive a car in the winter, I would sell my Camaro and get something that's less stupid for the winter.
This guy has got the money. It's his car. It's his decision. It's like imagine the fun you can have in a Lamborghini on a fucking icy road.
Like Forza Horizon 4. Just
you have a great time being put into a pole.
Yeah, again,
try driving a Camaro in the wintertime in Forza Horizon 4, and you'll see how
Lamborghinis
everywhere you go.
Lamborghinis are fully tested. Like it's an Audi Audi owns, Volkswagen owns it all, but Audi, Lamborghini, it's all those 4-wheel drive systems.
They're only about that far off the ground.
There's some of
4-wheel drive is not the same amongst cars. Just because you have 4-wheel drive.
No, but I'm just saying Lamborghini is got some good 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive system, I guess you'd say. It's not like low range fucking 4-wheel drive or something you have like in a fucking truck, but still, the clearance is like your only issue, and as long as you drive.
Well, and the fact these things are like 600 horsepower, and that's even with all-wheel drive, that's not great.
No, but again, like you don't have, if those super high horsepower cars, if you don't tromp on them, you give it a bit of gas, all-wheel drive, you can get, and again, winter tires, put some studs on or something like that. Like he's good to go, man. Like it's his money. Have a good time with it.
Well, again, it's his money. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. I say he's an idiot.
I don't know. I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, it's ultimately his money, but
If I had the money,
But
and I could afford to drive. If I could afford to buy a Lamborghini and maintain it and drive it all year round where I live, I 100% would.
no, I spent a winter out in Calgary. I don't know if it's such a great idea. The guy's probably got a shit ton of disposable income.
Well, dude, like, yeah, Calgary could be bad in the winter, but it can't be any. Like, this winter here in North Bay,
It's not
at the
it's
end
not
of the day,
necessarily
if
as
you-
bad as an East Coast winter, but
the amount of snow we got this winter was fucking obscene. Like, well, 2-lane roads were reduced to barely 1 lane by the time we got fucking crazy.
anyway, I'm assuming crotch beard is Greg.
You're assuming wrong.
I haven't joined the thing, and in fact, I'm gonna be popping off in a second.
Oh,
So you guys are gonna have to play with each other.
ew.
Ooh.
You can talk about how you drive Lamborghinis in the snow.
We play video game.
Oh, you guys can do that thing where you who is it? Is it Nick always beats you, or does?
Oh no.
Yeah, that was yeah.
It's all that practice driving Lamborghinis in the snow. He became so good at.
Right. Oh shit. Looks like Colorado might eliminate Calgary tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see a lot less annoying posts on my fucking Facebook feed then. That's nice.
Why? You got Calgary fans in your Facebook?
I have a surprise. Like myself, I was born in Calgary, so they are like the team that I kind of, I guess, cheer for. But yeah, not enough to like. There's a few people I have. Yeah, it's like I wake up in the morning and there's at least like 15 posts that I have to go through. Calgary, yay! Calgary, yay! It's like just my God, come on now. Ooh, I'm up to Civil War now apparently in my watch order for Marvel movies. That's fun.
Greg's muted.
Good.
Talking to somebody. Is Agnes back?
Oh, I saw her. She was there.
Oh,
I saw her.
Greg's in trouble for looking at porn.
I saw Agnes. Ah!
God.
I was just trying to see if you could hear us. It'd be kind of funny. Attention.
Oh,
Greg!
Greg's in the doghouse.
Greg! 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 All right, I feel like they're being kind of serious right now. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Look at this. He looks all serious right now.
Yeah. Is there anybody actually watching this crap?
3 people apparently.
Yeah, it's probably
No
me.
one's commenting and stuff. I've got it open on my tablet, so I could be one of them. Hey, there you are. Did you hear me screaming your name? Did you hear me?
I heard screaming. I didn't realize it was you.
Oh,
Or you were calling me.
Yeah, it's Greg's trying to get Agnes's attention.
Well, why here? You want to talk to Agnes? You can talk to Agnes.
I was Greg. You said Greg's trying to get.
Well, we thought we were in trouble or something.
I'm in trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick thought. Yeah, I didn't say we. I didn't think that at all. You just.
Well, it looked like you were having a serious conversation. I'm like, oh, Greg's in the doghouse.
I'll give him that. It looked like the conversation was kind of serious, but I never said.
Oh, if it was serious, I'd be hitting her.
I was telling him about
No.
my page.
Yeah, a bunch of people at the gym.
Like, there's a lot of people working out at 11:30.
Because it's fucking Good Friday. They do that. That's why I go to our gym. There won't be anyone there in an hour.
Yeah, but I didn't have to.
I'd pay $4.69 every 2 weeks to go to that gym. I'm gonna use it.
And then the girl that got off the treadmill took the elevator down one.
People are so fucking lazy in this building.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, it's just like your headphones came off and you're wrapping them up, and I was confused.
No, I can hear you.
No.
No, I fucking love people in our building who like fucking they finish at the gym, then they have to take the elevator up or down.
One flight of stairs.
Fucking lazy assholes.
Sorry.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Nick, You're very rude.
Yeah, I know.
I agree. My
A
God.
guy that probably stole Redbeard's dog's semen.
Ew.
What? Nobody
Yeah,
stole
we did.
it. Like, if maybe they could have, it's possible. I don't know.
Yes. All right,
Could be.
fuckers. My wife and I are gonna watch. We watched Iron Man today. We're gonna watch the Avengers now. I'm getting her ready for Endgame.
So you went first. Okay, so you started with Iron Man, and now you're jumping right into the Avengers. I'm just trying to think right now. Should you potentially watch something before that?
Well, I don't think
Like,
Hulk or Thor are that important.
Hulk is. I watched that. Like again, I'm watching through them all. Hulk was good. I'd say like why not Thor? Like Thor, Agnes, Thor is fucking hot. You don't want to watch Thor?
I don't know.
Thor's good. I honestly I recommend Thor and then Avengers personally.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying which one of these movies actually relate to the story of Endgame to help Agnes understand.
No, you know what? Thor gives you like Loki is the main bad guy in Avengers, basically. Like
But
you
he
want to
meant-
Thor gives you a lot of intro to that, and Thor is just the first. Don't ignore the Dark World, ignore that. But the first Thor is a pretty fucking great movie, man.
We're gonna watch Thor Ragnarok. We're gonna go right into Ragnarok and skip the first two.
Again, though, no, you skip the second one, but watch the first one. Agnes, make Greg let you watch Thor. Do it. I beg of you.
Watch Thor. You're never allowed to watch it.
If you guys are gonna go watch fucking Endgame together, you need to get like into this shit. And Thor, the first Thor, is a great way to do that. It's fun. It's fucking got a lot of good action. It's really well done. I watched it like 2 days ago. It's great. Recommended.
You know what? We got to make cuts. I'm trying to cut it down to 5 movies. So I said, let's do Iron Man because it's the very first one. Then we do Avengers.
Just jumping right to Avengers from the first Iron Man. Like Iron Man 2 was in there before the Avengers. Like you're missing out so much shit. Oh. I say Thor. I say you should watch Thor. The choice is yours, but I think you should watch the first Thor.
Instead of Thor, we're gonna watch Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Again, not a great movie, but I just rewatched that like again a couple days ago, and it's not terrible. It's a pretty good movie, and like if you're gonna watch everything through,
yeah, the original Avengers is better than Ultron.
Agreed, but if you're gonna watch stuff and like get caught up, you should watch Age of Ultron because it's got like a lot of overarching kind of shit that happens in it. Like it.
Well, exactly, and that's how I'm trying to get the overall arcing stories. We're gonna watch Civil War because that's basically like Avengers 2.5.
Winter Soldier. You didn't watch Captain America, I'm assuming then, right?
No, we're gonna skip Captain America.
Oh my!
What?
Oh
Captain America! The original Captain America was awesome.
Oh!
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm not saying that movies we're not watching are bad movies. I'm just saying how much does it have to do with the overarching plot? And it really doesn't.
Captain America trilogy, as far as like these movies trilogy goes, is the only one where I'd say all 3 movies are fucking fantastic. First Captain America, fantastic. Second one, like Winter Soldier. You got to watch the Winter Soldier before you fucking watch Age of Ultron. Like come on, come on.
Okay, well, Redbeard, let's just calm down for a sec because the first Captain America has almost nothing to do with the later Avenger movies. Winter Soldier a little bit.
You go to watch the fucking Avengers Infinity War and that one scene. Like, who's this guy? Blah blah blah. He talks about like if you don't watch the first Captain America, you don't know that shit. You don't know that shit.
I can explain it to Agnes if she's concerned about it.
You should have started this journey like a week ago. So you can.
We're not going to watch Guardians of the Galaxy either.
Either one?
No.
Oh my god.
When Guardians of the Galaxy show up in Infinity War, I'll just be like, yeah, these are these weird alien guys that guard the galaxy. Don't worry about it. And there's
yeah, that's all it is. Yeah. Oh my god. The first Guardians of the Galaxy movie is fucking phenomenal. It's one of the best like.
I don't know because dude gets blown into space and he survives by holding his breath. I don't know if I like that so much.
That when did that happen?
Dude, right in the middle, Star-Lord. He gets blown into space and then he he gives the girl the oxygen thing, and then he just survives by holding his breath in space.
No, he survives because it only took a couple seconds to fucking bring him back on board. And in the second movie, you find out he's a fucking celestial, so he was fine.
Well, we didn't know he was a celestial, did we?
No, but again,
So they had to retcon it to make sense.
they didn't retcon it. They just
They
made it like the Marvel has had like again like watching shit. Marvel has had the scripts and things and like the whole like this whole Marvel universe arcing thing up to like Endgame has been established and like in play for years now. It's all been
We're
preempted.
gonna retcon the Redbeard story that you siphoned all your dog's semen until it died to death.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but you did it.
That's like Van Wilder. Remember Van Wilder with the bulldog?
Oh God.
Yeah.
We called it Nick.
That was like that was like I want to say that was Ryan Reynolds' like breakout role, I'd say.
Anyways, we're off to not watch Thor or Captain America.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this offline too.
Agnes, watch Thor!
I want you